strength versus their size.
I failed the luck check.
Okay. You reach out. Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
You kind of reach out with your right hand. He's feeling around him, but you don't feel the gun. But you haven't looked yet. All you've done is just reached. You said you were reaching.
Who the hell are you?
I was just a passerby who was alerted to this building, came in and checked it out, and I found people who were in need of help, so I'm just doing my best.
Where's the little girl?
A little short Asian man, a balding man, ran away with her.
I try to jerk myself up.
You can get up.
I can?
Yeah. It hurts.
It's your shoulder.
Your right shoulder hurts like a bitch. You're starting to ooze some blood. Do me a first aid check. This doesn't actually heal you or anything, but...
Yes.
Somebody did a shitty fucking job trying to bind up some wound, okay?
Can I undo it and try to bind it myself?
Yes. I need another first aid check for you to actually do it.
Yes.
You made it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a 75 in first aid.
Roll D6, divide by 2, and that's how many hit points you can get back.
Roll a D6 divided by 2?
Yeah, 1 to 3. Round up.
Here we go.
2. Wait. Ah, God, 1?
1 point back. Oh, man. And that wound has now got as much first aid done to it as can be done. Like, you can only have 1 check on you. Hernandez can have 2 to see her wound.
Can I see where the rifle is now?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at least my one successful first aid so far was on the right one.
And did you check first aid too?
I had 1 check.
Yeah, all you need is 1 check. At the end of every scenario, then we'll go back and those skills have a chance to go up.
Okay.
Yeah, the rifle's right there.
I grab it and I start to walk out the front door.
Okay.
Without saying a word.
That's what the black man does. He grabs the BAR, the big fucking gun.
I'm dragging it. Yeah, I'm dragging it.
You can mainly cradle it with this hand.
Okay.
You hear rattling coming from his jacket. Do you have a jacket? Did you keep wearing your jacket?
God, I can't remember.
I think they got you some. Oh yeah, Miss Kennedy got you clothes.
Yeah.
So you would maybe pass for a normal person, not a criminal. You hear rattling coming from one of his pockets. It sounds like magazines for a gun. As he is heading towards you, right towards the archway. You're heading for the front door.
Yeah,
And you hear sirens in the distance.
Yeah.
How far
I guess as I pass by her, I'm like, come on, let me get out of here.
Yeah.
2 3 minutes.
Your car is still in the driveway. Keep that in mind, Katelyn. You left your car in the driveway. Well, the cops aren't here yet.
Yeah. Alright. Am I not in there? I thought I went to the diner.
Yeah,
You are. He's walking right. He's
You're
walking.
basically standing with me as we're watching him walk.
Everybody's in the same room right now. He's walking right towards you when he says this. He's about to walk. It looks like he's about to walk right by you. Or right through you. It's hard to tell with Washington.
Can you help me get him to my car?
Yes. Well.
Oh, you were talking to him? Okay.
Yeah.
You're just
Did I yell at him
I'm
as he's
just
starting to walk away?
letting him go.
Why don't you get in the car and we'll all leave together?
I'm gonna let him go.
What do you do, Kyle? Somebody yelled that from behind you. That man who woke you up.
I ain't been too keen on trusting white people.
Thanks. Oh.
And then you're out of the dining room and heading towards the front door. At just a regular walking pace, right? You're not
I look at her like, are you
As
sure
fast as
you
I
want
can go, but it's probably not much.
I look at her and kind of give her that look like, you sure you want your friend to go?
Just let him. He's not gonna listen to me.
Can't stop watching.
You can't actually. Washington. Oh my. Poor
I've been
Washington.
around
It's gonna, hail, I see a hail.
Ain't gonna go well.
I see a hail of gunfire in his future. Okay, so you guys are going to try to get this person out?
We're going to try to get them out and into the car, like the back seat. And kind of lay them
Into her
across the
car?
back seat.
Okay. Yeah, you bound the wound successfully on her, didn't you? Okay.
Yes.
So you stopped the bleeding, basically. It's starting to, come through, you know what I mean, real slow. He needs to get to the hospital, period.
I asked her, can you drive?
There was such a big blood stain on the floor where he is laying.
Is she able to drive?
It's my car.
Yeah, you could drive. You
Okay.
could be able to drive. It's going to hurt like
and
a
I asked her,
bitch.
does she know the area?
There's a lot of gears and crap you have to
I'm
do.
Providence, so yeah.
Okay, I'm going to follow. I'm going to get in my car and follow you.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm lost. I don't know this area.
Okay.
Yeah, you know where you are in town. You can get to one of the main roads.
Okay, so I
But we get the sirens about here, and now that I'm covered in blood,
I'm not
it's
gonna
go
like
back.
rush out, so I'm not like.
Right, but the two of you are getting him out, right?
Yeah.
This is a guy. He's dressed. He's wearing. What are you wearing?
I was wearing like a loose button up with like a cardigan.
Did you have a jacket?
Yeah, like a little.
And you probably don't have your hat. Oh yeah, that's right. You wear like a cap all the time, even inside, don't you? Yeah, he looks like a worker. Like blue collar, maybe a factory worker. Oh yeah, do you have suspenders?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got like a jacket on.
Kind of
Yeah,
like the
he
little
looks.
stereotypical paper boys, kind of.
Yeah. That's kind of how it looks. So he's obviously some kind of a factory worker or something like that. Does your guy got an interest in any sports?
Baseball.
Just baseball? Okay.
Because at the time that song was really big.
Baseball was really big. Boxing's really big.
A little boxing, but more of just I'll watch it, but I'm not like really into it.
A little boxing. Roll me those percentile dice, the ones that you roll for everything. I've got a number in mind to roll less than. It's pretty low though. 85. Okay, never mind. It doesn't
Don't
matter.
believe.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. So you guys get him to the car, put him in the back seat. You can then get the car started, back it out. You can actually go the same direction his car is pointing out in front. He basically was heading. If this is the house, he was heading this way, and you can basically go out that way and head back either towards your part of town or towards hospitals. You think he desperately needs to get to a hospital. He's super pale. His breathing is somewhat erratic. Your guess is if he's not in the hospital within the hour, he's dead.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna go to the hospital and try to persuade my way out.
You could always just drop him off there. Just get him out of the car. Go, 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 go. Just drive away. That's actually happened in games before.
Stop and drive.
Take care of him.
Some woman who got bit by a cobra in one game, they were like, we'll just take her to the hospital. Let's get out of here. And they just left her on the stoop at the hospital.
No.
And I gave her a luck check, and they actually were able to acquire cobra antivenom, and she lived. She was pissed when she found out later they just dropped her off at the hospital, and she's like... But, okay, so you're driving, you're going to the nearest hospital?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, the nearest one would actually be where you work. Oh, that's a psychiatric hospital, there are doctors there. Or you can go to the regular hospital, it's further away, but you don't really know anybody there, so you wouldn't be recognized.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go there as long as they're able to take care of it.
Go to which one?
Where I'm from.
You're from? Yeah.
As long as they're able to take care of it.
You think so? There's usually a doctor on duty. Because a lot of people hurt themselves a lot.
Yeah.
Butler Hospital is only a few blocks away. Yeah, you can head on down there. Are you speeding? Are you going to drive super fast? You're just driving normally.
Try to drive normal.
Okay. You follow her to Butler Hospital, which is a nearby sanitarium, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you handle this? I'll deal with you in a minute, Quincy. I have a feeling I know what's going to happen to you.
Great.
I'm just gonna try to get
All of the head.
do I look really bloody? I probably do look really bloody.
Yes!
Oh,
You were lying in a puddle of your own blood for a couple minutes before this guy came in. You guys left the little Chinaman behind, too.
It's all tied up.
I don't even care.
Tied up and still bleeding.
I'm so done with them assholes.
We'll see if he wakes up before the police arrive, but I doubt it. Alright, so how do you want to handle it, Katelyn? He's just following you. He's in the car behind you. You guys' cars are pretty close. You have a hard time.
Like I park behind her and then get out and like help her carry the body.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So you're getting in the front door, and
Yeah, and like,
what do you want to do?
need some help. Is somebody going to
Okay, yeah. People are very disturbed and alarmed. Oh my God.
That's okay.
Get Dr. Tennyson. The doctor on duty tonight, the medical doctor on duty tonight is Dr. Tennyson. He's there within a few minutes. He tells them to call the hospital, and he tries to tend to this man's wounds as best he can. It's real hairy, touch and go. Do you guys want to? You gonna stay for the whole thing while they deal with him, or how do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I want to get out of these clothes.
Yeah, that's right. Your clothes are a mess too. They aren't really paying any attention to the two of you right now. Is what I'm saying.
We can just
If you guys want to,
yeah.
if you guys want to slip out and just drive
Yeah,
away,
slip
I mean,
out.
somebody's gonna remember it was you because you work here and they'll recognize you.
Yeah,
but
they're not going to see that I'm bloody and stuff, so it's going to be like...
not necessarily now. No, they were pretty focused on covered in blood man here, because literally there's blood all over his face. Because you went down on when you went down, you went straight down, so you were laying face down in this ever-widening pool of your own blood.
What I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
do is drop him off. When I get him, I'm going to like go out, like hurry fast.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go home and get cleaned up.
Yeah, you can do that.
And then come back.
I stop her and be like, okay, so what the hell happened? What is going on?
Okay, so this happens outside. You guys are heading out the door when you stop her right outside the doors. People inside are ignoring you guys. They're trying to deal with this poor person who's a mess. So he just stopped her.
Yeah, like what the hell happened? Like I'm part of this now. What's going on?
Long long story.
It started as a Nerf gun fight.
Would you shut up?
Yeah. Yep.
Quiet, you. I want to dock your sanity.
Yay!
I want to go crazy before I get gunned down.
Yeah, probably.
My character doesn't really know how to approach this because it's such a long story.
Well,
It's like,
do you want to try to tell him here in front of Butler Hospital in the pouring rain?
It's raining? Oh.
It's still thunderstorm is out. It's pouring rain.
That's
Remember?
right. It was.
There was a thunderstorm when they. That's okay. Yeah, it has been a few weeks.
They're like, can I tell you later? I really need to go home right now.
You can get her name if you want, and you would probably want to find out if she has a telephone. Either that or get her address. Because if they don't use rotary dials yet in most places, you have to go through an operator. But if you, I'm assuming your character has a phone, he's wealthy enough. She might not have a phone, you don't know.
Can I get your name and address? So we can talk later.
Yeah, you've probably got cards. On
Yeah.
Her, actually. Yeah, she hands you a card, and it says psychiatrist, right?
Yeah. Psychologist.
It says psychologist on it. It says Gwendolyn Holten, practicing psychologist, Butler Hospital. And then you've probably got some that have your actual home information as well that you can give them for those people who do want to be able to contact you at home.
Yeah.
And it's got all that information, which is surprising to you because she's a woman. And being a psychologist, that seems like man's work.
It'd be hard to find.
Well, it does. It's the 20s. Yeah.
That would be hard to find.
It probably won't. And it does say that she works here at Butler Hospital at the sanitarium. So.
I guess I'm just like, go get yourself cleaned up. We will be talking later.
Gotcha. Maybe I can have some.
Like I say it in a tone that she knows that I am serious.
Okay.
And I'm like, I get it.
You didn't heal her, did you, with your first aid? Did you?
No.
Okay. So you can try to do once you get home, you can try to do first aid on yourself if you want. Try to give yourself a couple points back as you rebind this terribly bound dressing that's on you.
Yeah.
Mediocrely bound. You do have a bullet in you. You can't find an exit wound. The problem is, yeah, you probably should get to a doctor, but it's up to you if you want to handle it with a doctor. You have medicine?
Like what?
There's a skilled medicine.
Oh, you know.
You don't have any extra points in there?
No.
Okay.
Do you have any points in it? What is the medicine? Go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay.
You might get lucky. I'll be with you, Kyle, in just a moment.
Yeah.
91. You're not sure what to do about it, whether just to bind it and leave the bullet in, or if you should go see somebody about getting it removed. You just don't know. You do know that in a lot of cases bullets are left in simply because it can be more dangerous to remove the bullet through surgery than to actually just leave the bullet in somebody. But you have no idea yourself. But you can still do first aid on yourself if you want to at least get a few hit points back and just bind the wound up so it's not going to be bleeding all over the place.
Wow.
Your clothes that you're wearing are ruined. You'll have to throw that suit out, by the way. The clothes that you're wearing, they're ruined. So,
They're ruined.
yours are...
Can you get the blood stains out?
Can you get all the blood out? There's so much. And make me a first aid check to see if you get some points back. This is after you've gotten home, taken a bath or a shower. 39 out of...
30.
Ah, that's a shame. Okay. So you bind it up so you don't bleed all over the place after you, clean yourself up. And then what? You're exhausted. The whole thing hits you so hard. Do you have any alcohol in the house? I'm sure you have pills. Plenty of, sleeping pills and shit.
Aspirin.
Probably.
And aspirin,
But I don't know
okay.
if that's alcohol.
You don't have to.
I mean, maybe.
You might have, one bottle or something.
Just
Alright, so what do you want to do? Once you've bathed and everything and cleaned yourself up, you're just exhausted by the events of this evening.
I'm just gonna
You mean you're going to go to bed or anything? It's 2 in the morning.
Oh, is it?
It's really late. It was late when they hit the house. It was after 11.
Yeah, he told me I got there midnight.
Yeah, it's pretty late. I can't remember the exact time. It was very late at night. You're going home and cleaning yourself up. You're going to get transferred to the hospital. They will try to save your life, and we've already made the rolls to determine that.
You're welcome.
That was too nice to hear. I felt bad about that dodge check that I didn't give her. Okay, so Quincy, Washington.
Yep.
You left the house.
Sure did.
Where did you go? You get outside, you don't see any sign of anybody.
Into the woods.
Around the back of the house and into the, just nowhere?
Why, no, he told me they went out the front door and they went by his car, so wherever
Yeah, his car was
is,
parked directly in front of the house.
then I just...
You have no idea which way by his car, though. The guy could have walked out and gone that way, could have walked out and gone this way, could have walked out and gone between the houses across the street.
I'm gonna just go across his car,
Just straight, around his car and straight.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
You end up finding backyards and stuff with more mansions and that kind of thing.
Can I do a listen check?
You won't be able to hear anything over the storm. Yeah, there's nothing to hear. I'll tell you that right now, Charlie. The guy has like a 5-minute head start on you. If he had a car anywhere nearby, he's gone.
Yeah, it's true.
Even if he was just walking, he is probably gone.
Okay.
Sirens. How far did you want to go through backyards and stuff?
I'm doing like a straight path.
Okay.
Like
You hear police cars fly by on the streets because you were kind of in the backyards, heading up towards Miss Kennedy's house. Give me an idea check. Did you pick up the saw-off too, or just the BAR?
Just the BAR.
Okay. And you picked up your gun.
I have ideas.
You didn't have a gun, except
But I
a shotgun.
don't this time.
And you didn't ever pull yours out. You didn't.
Yeah, they don't even know.
You don't have one this time.
Not
Okay.
this time.
Okay. You're just still looking. You're looking for Lily. What's the plan? Just for you, what's the plan? I know Washington doesn't really have a plan right now.
Yeah.
What are you going to have Washington do is what I'm asking. Because I know he's right now desperate and freaking out.
Yeah, once the pain gets too much, he'll like eventually go somewhere where he can lay down low for a bit. But right now, he's just honestly trying to because he knows it's
You
very
can push
crucial.
through the pain
Yeah.
for probably a few hours.
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
Where do you want to go? Providence is a big city. Exactly. Here, let's see.
Have I exhausted the rich area now without finding anything?
No, the rich area is huge in Providence. Is that black?
Yeah, it's northeast. There's a lot of rich here.
Okay, so here's like a rough map of Providence. This is one that doesn't show anything yet. So, this is the area up here where Kennedy's house is, okay? No, right in this area, I believe.
Alright.
You kind of headed this way, between these two streets. Okay. And are kind of wandering. And there are big houses all in this area, like this. Because you guys moved through this area quite a bit, driving around in the Cadillac, going to where Lily was living, and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Alright, well then he's just sneaking around all in here just looking for anything.
Okay. So he's just looking. More police sirens.
Okay.
Mostly up north of you. Probably by Miss Kennedy's house. Either a luck check or a hide check.
Hide.
Okay, whatever's higher is what I was going to say.
Hide check.
It's still going?
I have actually failed.
You failed it? Okay. You break out of a hedge. You got trapped in this fucking hedge, right? Like, you're trying to get through it to get to this next area. You come out, you look around, and a car turns a corner, and lights shine directly on you.
Oh, fuck.
Haha, now make a luck check.
Time to run.
Back to jail for you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I actually succeeded the luck check.
Okay. The car, you can hear the engine, the car slows, where the driver slows down. God, I'm making this up off the top of my head.
This is good. Yeah, I had a hide too.
I know. Which is why this is such a terrible tragedy. That actually hit you.
Fall into a little hole.
Look. Whoosh, back into the
You made your luck. What did you roll? What did you need for luck? Let me see how lucky this was.
Oh, how lucky it was?
Yeah, the lower
My
the
luck
better.
is 55 and I got a 6.
A 6?
Yeah.
That's technically an impale. Okay. The car actually stops in front of you.
Okay. I haven't shown the rifle yet.
Oh, you're trying to hide it behind you.
Trying to, yeah.
Okay.
It's a pretty good rifle though.
You hear a car door open.
Okay.
Footsteps approach you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard. You can't see what the man looks like. He's all in silhouette.
Okay. It's your long lost father.
But he said it's your long lost father, Luke.
Oh, hi.
The voice says, "You're that friend of Miss Kennedy's, aren't you? You recognize the voice. You're not sure where it's from exactly."
I just nod. I don't even say anything.
Okay. He looks around and he goes, "Is she in any trouble?" He sounds like an older man. You just nod.
I'm just nodding, yeah.
Do you know where she is? Oh dear. I saw quite a few police officers heading. He seems very flustered. He looks older. You're getting a sheen of gray off the top of his head, and you recognize him. You think it was that guy who lent you the Cadillac to get you to the house.
Yeah, I was like,
The guy that likes her.
Yeah.
And you see like glitter on his eyes from he's wearing glasses of some kind. He also seems to be racked with indecision about what to do. You can still hear sirens. They're not in the immediate vicinity where you are, but it sounds like a lot of police are heading up towards Kennedy's house.
I need a place to stay. It's very crucial to helping Miss Kennedy out.
Oh dear. Very well, let's take you back to the house.
And don't speak of this.
Oh my dear. Yeah, he seems quite startled and surprised at that. What has she gotten herself into this time? Oh dear. He turns and walks back to the car.
Okay.
What do you do?
Follow him.
Okay, yeah, you can. He's getting into the driver's seat of the car.
Okay. I open up the back seat
If you want, yeah, you climb in.
with the.
You pull it shut. It's a. Let's see. Kennedy borrowed his caddy, but got it back to him, so it's his Cadillac. It's a Cadillac, and he gets the car moving again, and like right after that, he pulls up. And you hear the scream of the siren behind you, and a police car just roars by up this street.
The only reason I'm even trusting this guy is because I assumed that I was really running out of time. Like, 'cause I guess there was a lot of sirens once they actually saw what was going on at the Kennedy place, right?
Oh yeah. More sirens started up
like
later.
more
Yeah. There's a lot of cops up there. You think?
'Cause I
You get back to his house.
Trusted it, yeah.
He parks the car in the garage in the back. He gets out of the house. Actually, as he's pulling up the driveway, the butler comes out of the house and raises up the garage door and he goes in. And then the garage is separate from the house and you have to walk to it.
Okay.
Wellington, this is Mrs. Kennedy's. Miss Kennedy's friend. What was your name?
Joe. Green.
Joe. Good boy, Joe. And he says what? You guys get in the house and he's asking you what happened to Miss Kennedy, what's going on, there's something going on up there. He was out driving, he heard the sirens, and they all seemed to be heading her direction, so he drove up there and saw that there were many police cars outside of her house. Is she okay? Where is she? You're like bombarded with questions as the butler starts to examine your wound.
Mm-hmm.
Did you succeed or fail? You succeeded on finding the wounds.
I did, yeah.
Okay. So he's applying the dressing out of actual bandages and gauze as opposed to torn strips of cloth. What are you going to tell him?
I'll go ahead and tell him that Mrs. Kennedy is okay, and that she is. Okay.
Here's Wellington.
Hi. Good people.
Mrs. Kennedy's okay. She dealt with some of the wrong crowd. And
Oh no, I knew it!
they ganged up and attacked her, and I tried to defend her as best I could. And I don't know where she is now.
Okay, make me a fast talk.
Okay. Or can I do? Wait, hold on. Can I do persuade?
No, because you're lying. You scared me.
That ain't gonna work.
I thought you knocked something over.
I got a failure. Do you want to know how bad it was?
Yeah, how bad is it?
66 out of 5.
Okay. He doesn't seem to really buy your story.
Right, okay.
Not in its entirety. He's like, you need to tell me the truth, boy. This is quite important. That casual 1920s racism. It's just everywhere. You gonna play the little box thing again?
We were attacked, and I don't know where Miss Kennedy is. That's all I know to tell you.
What were these people that she was dealing with? Who's these bad people, though?
I don't know, but there was a distillery in the basement, and that's all I know. And they're probably.
Oh yes, I know about that. The police are up there. They're sure to find it. Oh dear. Whoever did your wound, wonderful work, sir. That's what Wellington says to you as he's working and otherwise being very quiet. Hannah,
Yes.
tell me about your artist.
Haha. Your boxer's dead.
He's not dead.
He's just incapacitated.
Is this another
for a while.
guy?
Yeah, it's another guy.
Damn it. Oh God.
What?
What happened to his eye?
Dude, he's weird, dude.
Did you pull a Van Gogh, but with his eye instead of an ear?
It's a 7. What in the hell is wrong with this guy?
I'm not gonna do this.
Super hippie.
Look at the teeth. Look at his teeth. He's missing a tooth.
Hey, man, he's got a gap, dude.
Oh,
Come
is
on.
it a gap? It looks like a tooth is literally gone.
There's literally no tooth there.
Let me see.
He got
No,
the
but you have
let's see.
a little gap. Oh, okay. I guess I see it.
Yeah.
That looks like a big gap.
Yeah.
That looks like somebody busted him in the mouth and the tooth just was gone.
Well.
That's okay. That's okay. It's better than I could draw. So, all right. Tell me about this guy. Tell me a little bit about him. Is he rich? Is he poor?
Okay. So I want to say he's.
Well, he's rich, right? He makes $2,500 a year, right?
Yeah, that's pretty wealthy for an artist, especially.
Yeah.
What's his? Especially he's drawing. He's an illustrator, right? Essentially.
Caricature.
Essentially, I mean, he does like some side work here and there, like paintings for like the upper class. But he, for the most part, is he's a weird dude.
Does he have a house in Providence? Well, I was thinking he's actually staying here at Smythe's house, to be quite honest, at the present. Maybe doing a job for Smythe. What is your
I
comment?
have kind of like a serious question. What happened with her?
Yeah,
Everybody
kinda
just
left
left.
her.
They left her?
Everybody
Okay.
left. I'm assuming
All right.
in real life, I think you guys forgot she was even in that.
No, she was just shaken up. She wasn't injured.
Right, she wasn't injured.
So it was more
But did
just
you remember her?
more pressing needs.
Or did you just not care?
I did remember.
She just been shot. I'm not surprised she didn't remember her.
I'm
She'd been
military.
shot.
I'm trained to go for more pressing
The cops
needs.
are coming. So you were like, you remembered her but didn't care. You totally forgot about her. When you get home, you're probably like, oh, no, Mrs. Upton left Mrs. Upton behind. Oh, wow.
My justification would be like, okay, they're not really after her. She's probably alright.
Yeah, they'll probably find her, take care of her.
So yeah, she got left behind, Kyle. I realized that when they were all like,
Okay.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
why I
car.
was like, oh, wait.
But anyway, Hannah,
She's old. It's fine.
do you... Okay, go ahead. Tell me a little bit more about him. Or do you know any more about him yet?
Okay, well, I do know he's kind of a weird one. He's
Why? How's he
not.
weird? Is he gay?
That's not. Well, I wouldn't
Is
say
it?
that.
In the
well,
20s, that was weird. Or
Is
queer. It was not appropriate behavior.
Well, you
It
know
was-
what?
So...
He's
You wouldn't be gay. It'd be
what's the
queer.
word? He's one of those romancers. He like gets a lot of people and doesn't really.
Kind of like Owen Wilson in Zoolander.
Is he bisexual?
Yes.
So he's bisexual. So he just... Okay, yeah. That's also really, really looked down upon in the 20s. And it's...
Is it open
Something
or
new.
secret?
It would have to be secret.
Yeah.
You would have to be secret here. In America in the 20s, yeah. I mean, it's not like they're going to kill you for it, but you would be ostracized.
It's best.
You'd be ostracized by society.
Yeah.
Potentially run out of town, like not literally, but figuratively. You would be considered a homosexual who's also dallying with women, I think, in that time period too. And so,
Corrupting women.
yeah, corrupting women. Exactly. That's totally how they would see it. So
You're
you have to keep
homosexual and
you have to
corrupting
keep
women.
your sexuality fairly secret unless you're out with a woman. He's weird. How is he actually weird then?
He's just really like I'm not trying to think how to put it. Yeah, he's like he's just really adamant about the world. I don't know how to put it. Like he'll just go out and just be like, "This is amazing," and he'll just be looking at a tree.
Oh,
but he's
so
like
he's
verbally very expressive.
Okay, yeah.
And so people are just kind of like,
Okay.
"What are you doing?"
So he's weird and bisexual.
He's like.
Is he weird in the way that when he's going to do work for somebody, he's like, I have to stay in your house, I have to know you.
Yes,
And
he's
that
like
kind of
really.
shit?
He
So
doesn't
you could
have
be
personal
staying-
space boundaries either. So
You
he'll
could-
like
okay.
be very.
You could be staying at Smythe's house while you were doing some work for him then.
Okay, cool.
Could you? Would that work for you?
Yeah, because he
Okay.
kind of doesn't have. He's kind of got like he mostly stays with people.
Okay.
That's his living arrangement. He just stays with people that he's.
He's
He's like polyromantic.
friends or
Yeah.
okay. What the hell's poly?
It's
It's some
like-
new label that I don't know about.
he has
So
like
much
romantic
crap
interest in like a bunch of people. He doesn't have like one person.
Oh right.
So
right.
he's like very just like with everyone in that
Okay.
sense. So
he's also Mormon.
No,
kind of.
they would
I
not.
mean, that's
They
not
would.
like-
They don't like the gays or the bis. Anyway, so you're staying. Technically, right now, you insisted on staying with Smythe because he has a nice house.
Yes.
He had hired you to do some illustrations for him. He wanted some sketches. Do you do paintings too? You said.
Yes. It's
Okay, you're doing a portrait of him. You're
Wait,
doing a
what?
portrait of him.
He's in this house?
Yeah. Fuck. Stop it. You really stop. So you heard a commotion downstairs really late at night. You might have been up. It's up to you. You're an artist. You probably keep really weird hours.
Okay.
So were you awake or did this waken you? You didn't decide.
Let's say I'm awake.
Okay, you were still awake. working on whatever, maybe drawing, maybe whatever. And they heard like voices downstairs, and that's very unusual this time of night in this house. You've been staying here for 2 or 3 days. It's a very rigid household as far as Smythe goes to bed usually around 11 at the latest.
Yeah.
Except on Wednesday nights. Wednesday nights he goes over to one of his friends and they play cards apparently. Yeah. And Wellington keeps a very tight ship.
Okay.
The butler, he's very proper, British, like the perfect kind of butler.
Okay.
Very polite to guests and to Smythe. Cool. So you heard conversation down in the kitchen, it sounds like.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay, Kyle. This weird looking guy. No, this guy comes in. Now describe what he looks like.
Okay, so he's got kind of long, scraggly hair. Only pulls it back when he's like out for a little bit or like working on his art or whatever. But so he's got his hair down, it's long. He's got like a t-shirt that's kind of beat up a little bit around the neck. And
He's wearing dungarees.
Yeah, he's kind of
blue jeans.
Yeah, he's kind of relaxed.
Okay, so this man walks in, and he's got a little gap between his teeth, he said. Not the giant gap that apparently is on that picture, right?
It's an exaggeration.
He's wearing, like, beatnik clothes. I think this was the age of beatnik, actually. You know, people in the poetry bars and crap.
Mm-hmm.
And what, slippers on your feet? Or just bare feet?
Bare feet.
Okay, bare feet.
That's how he does it.
Smythe sees him come in. He says, "Oh, Mr.
Barnard."
What's his first name?
Julian.
Barnard. Oh, Mr. Barnard, did we wake you up? So sorry. This is my friend, Joe.
Oh, nice to meet you. I'm painting right now, so just want to see what you guys were up to.
You should probably go back to painting.
Why's that?
He's quite a genius. He's quite a wonderful painter. He's working on a portrait for me. Yes. I was going to recommend him to Miss Kennedy, actually.
Well,
So she said, "Why is that?" And I won't say anything. By the way.
Yeah. If you don't say anything, you're
Yeah, I
going to
didn't
say
say
anything.
anything.
well, it seems like you two are very busy. Anything I can help with? He's very nosy. He wrote what I was going.
Shh. You don't have to justify anything.
Justify everything.
I really don't know.
You got any medicine?
Oh yeah, is your guy druggy?
Maybe a little bit.
Is he a stone?
Does he do pot?
Yeah.
Does the reefer?
Yeah.
The evil reefers? If you'd be smoking heroin right now, you're going to be injecting it.
You see the crack pipe over there?
Opium. You're using opium. I don't think they were injecting heroin at this point.
Between the toes. If you want to hide it.
Make a spot hidden for me. They have gotten you some other clothes. Smythe is not exactly your size, but the clothes you were wearing are covered in blood.
Yeah.
So they before he came down, they have gotten you other clothes to wear. Did you make it? Okay, put a check by it. In a pile on the floor on the tile of the kitchen is a pile of bloody clothes.
Oh.
So, is that how you react? You go, oh. He's just looking at the clothes. Where's the BAR? It's just on the kitchen table.
Beside me.
It's on the kitchen table right next to you. Okay. There's also a really big gun. Does your character know anything about guns?
No.
Okay. There's a giant gun on the table next to this huge Negro. Does your character follow the news at all, or is he above it?
He doesn't really care.
Okay. So you know nothing about the whole Quincy, Washington thing at all.
Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna try to get the group together here while Gerald.
It made her just like, go on.
Yeah.
I had a feeling the next thing was like when I follow up to meet her.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping to get you as
Wake up.
ultimate somehow and finish this scenario out.
Quincy
Okay.
won't let it happen.
You wake
Yeah,
up.
you better work on that. Oh dear.
If they'd only just follow me while
And
I'm for a while.
I'm supposed to go out of town tomorrow.
Hard.
No, wait, what's this hiding? Yes, I'm supposed to go out of town tomorrow. Oh dear. Well, Mr. Barnard here has access to my entire house. Joe, I have to go out of town tomorrow. Wellington will be coming with me. And so, if you could speak to him and help him out, sir, I'll burn these. He points to the bloodstained stuff on the floor.
Fine with me.
He picks them up and heads to the looks like a basement door. There's probably a furnace or something downstairs. Yes, if you could see to him, I have to leave early in the morning for a business trip. Oh dear, this. Oh, he seemed really flustered and.
Well, then be off. I got this covered.
Yes, of course.
What?
Okay, so he leaves as well. Wellington goes downstairs to the basement, probably to burn his clothes in the furnace. Smythe has actually got some extra clothes you can wear. They're tight. He's not as big as you. And then he goes to bed. He's exhausted, obviously. And that leaves you two in the kitchen to become best of friends.